Hi, this is Lisa Marie Nicole, and this is Rockin' for God. Let's rock, let's rock, let's rock, let's rock, let's rock. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rockin' for God podcast. I am your host, award-winning Christian recording artist, Lisa Marie Nicole. Today is Divine Mercy Sunday. The gospel from today is from John 20:19 through 31, where the saying doubting Thomas comes from. Jesus went to see the disciples, and Thomas was not there. He said, "Peace be with you," and he showed them his hands and his side, and said, "As the Father has sent me, so I send you." He breathed on them and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit. If you forgive the sins of any, then they are forgiven. If you retain the sins of any, they are retained." A week later, when Thomas saw the disciples, they told him that they have seen Jesus. He said he would not believe that he was Jesus unless he put his hand in his side and saw the marks from the nails on his hands and feet. Jesus walked through a locked door and saw Thomas and said, "Put your finger here and see my hands and believe." And Thomas said, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said, "Have you come to believe because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen me, yet still believe." Corinthians 5:7 says, "We walk by faith and not by sight." I believe in Jesus because of all the times he has shown me he is there in my life, all the blessings that he has answered and not answered, the strength that I get from him. I do not need to see him to know that he is there. He lives inside all of us. You are never alone in this life because Jesus is always there for you to talk to and to pray to. Use the faith that you have been blessed with. As humans, we always need to see something physical to believe. But as Christians, we use our spiritual eyes to believe. Blessed are those who have not seen but still believe. Do not be a doubting Thomas. Live according to the word, not according to what we see, and you will be blessed. Today, my guest is award-winning country artist Alice Nelson, and I am looking forward to hearing her story, and her music. Stick around at the end of today's show to listen to my Divine Mercy song, "Jesus, I Trust in You," also the O'Hare Dogs of the Week. So let's get this show started. I will be right back. Great. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Gotta love live. I'll be right back. I know you care, God. Sometimes I feel alone, even when I'm not. All the troubles in the world, I forget all I've got. I know. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my show. I just want to say real quick to all my new followers that are watching tonight from YouTube and on Facebook, on Twitter, and everywhere else you're watching. Thank you so much for watching my show. I really hope that you enjoy it, and you will be a returning guest every week to see all my guests that come on. I just want to say real quick, thank you to everyone that voted for me. I am the winner of the 2026 Rampage Music Awards for Best Christian Vocalist and Best Christian Song, I Called on Your Name. And I am blessed to be a finalist. Thank you for everyone that voted. I am a finalist for the Gospel Choice Music Awards for Female Artist, Vocalist, and for this podcast and for podcaster. So I need you guys to vote for me from 4/18 to the 25th to help me win this show. But thank you so much again. So let's bring on our guest and talk to her. Let's see what she's doing.
Hi.
Alice. Just tell everybody in real quick where you are, where you live, and what your name is and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name's Alice Nelson. I'm a singer, songwriter, and musician. I'm currently located in Nashville, Tennessee, originally from Lower Alabama.
Wow. So you're from I love Alabama. I was there one time and I absolutely love it. What part of Alabama is that?
So I lived in Lower Alabama, so it was like Alabama, land of
Where?
opportunity. It's very small.
Oh, is so that was why, like close to Georgia?
No, so we were right on the Florida line. If you know where
Oh, wow.
Florella is, so
Yeah, yeah.
Florella and all
Hmm.
that, we were right there.
Yeah, I can hear your accent. So that's Alabama, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's your accent, yeah. And you live in Nashville now?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Yeah, that's good. That's a really good place to be if you're going to be a country artist, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. It's so much
So,
fun. There's a lot of networking opportunities here.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I know. Well, I know Alabama and Georgia too. I know Georgia's getting pretty big with music too. Um, so I know congratulations on being a member of the CMA. And I just want to ask you a question. How has being a member of the Country Music Association helped you with your music career?
Honestly, there's been so many things that they've helped me with. So they host meetings like monthly with insights of what's going on throughout the year, what's coming up, what's different in music, how the scales are. They teach you a lot in the industry, and it's a great networking as well because you're getting to meet not only artists like you, but also artists you wouldn't think you would collab with and end up collabing with, and also a lot of producers and radio. So being in CMA has really helped me a lot.
That's great. And do you have to join that or were you like selected or something? How does that work?
So you have to like enter and like you have to submit to be
Okay.
accepted, and then
Mhm.
they select so many people throughout the month.
So it's sort of like the Recording Academy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I submitted to that, so I can't wait to see if I made it this year.
No,
Um,
I got accepted for the ACMs last year for Academy of Country Music, so I'm a part of that as
oh,
well.
that's cool.
And I just submitted for or well, I'm planning to submit. I haven't yet, but I'm planning to submit for the Grammys pretty soon. So
Oh,
hopefully that
good.
will
Good.
turn out well.
Good luck. Good luck with that. You I know you're young, so how long have you been doing this?
So I've been singing since the age of 3. Professionally, really since I was 7. My dad did barbecue competitions, and like he would compete with Food Network and stuff like that, and was on Barbecue Pitmasters.
Mm,
So during that time, it was kind of like, okay, well, I was with him, helping my mom him with the barbecue, and they would have music out there as well. So they would let me go up on stage and sing, and I would just have a lot of fun. And I think that's honestly, I know that's where I started like singing full time. I was 7 years old and we were like in Tallahassee, Florida. And I got up on stage because they were like, does anybody want to sing before we give out the awards for barbecue? And I was like, pick me, pick me. And I ran up there and I sung The Climb by Miley Cyrus, actually. So
yeah,
that's pretty much where it started. But I've been singing like as far as I can remember since I was 3 in church, and I haven't stopped since.
that's great. So your were your parents brought you to church? Is that how you started? Were
Yes,
you
ma'am.
yeah. Did you sing in the choir?
I didn't. So my church didn't actually have a choir. My church had maybe 12 to 20 people on a good day. It was very
Well,
small. Everybody knew everybody. We were all a big family. But I actually, from like the age of 16 until I actually moved, I was head over like the music worship time in the morning. So I would go up there and I would lead everybody and worship songs, and then I'd play a couple gospel songs myself, and then we'd bring other people up there and stuff. But we never actually had a like a full on worship team.
yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, and you learned a lot doing that too,
Yeah,
right?
I did. Yeah. I finally learned how to like play piano doing that because I was like so determined how to figure out the notes that was in the hymn books and all that. And I was like,
Wow.
yeah.
I'm still learning. I know. I mean, I know you're a good guitar player, but I know the piano was a little rough.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's pretty hard to learn.
Now
It's
I'm
so,
still learning a lot with it.
yeah, me too. I play around once in a while on it, but it's going to take a while. You know, you need time too. You really need to take the time to sit there and go through everything and play a complete song, know where you are. And it's just, it's a lot of time doing that. And nobody has that anymore.
I know life is whew.
Uh, so do you write your own music or do you collaborate with other artists or both?
I do both. Everything that I have out now and everything I'm going to be putting out soon is all self-written or either co-written with other artists.
Okay. Yeah. I know I'm trying to get this here for some reason. Oh, come on. I want to play your song and I'm having a problem with this right now. Of course I would today. Oh man. So I'm trying to play your first song, which is It's Not You, It's Me. And this is giving me a problem. Let me see something. And you asked me before if I wanted you to play the guitar. If I wanted you to play. I should have told you, yeah, just in case. All right, wait a minute. Now it's starting to come up a little bit at a time. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I have these issues with, you know how it is with computers.
Technical difficulties. I'm sure everybody understands. Trust me.
Yeah. And even if you tape it, it's still sometimes you still have issues. Even
Mm-hmm.
if you tape it. Let me see. You don't happen to have your guitar handy, do you?
It's in the other room. I can go grab it.
If
But
you want to, if you want it, do you want to play one of your songs?
I can.
All right, if you want to do that live.
Yeah. I'm about to say, let me go grab it real quick.
All right, go ahead. I'll try to work on this while you're doing that.
Okay.
Well, thank you everyone for joining me. Of course, we got to have technical difficulties, and it's not the Wi-Fi because I have very good Wi-Fi. So, of course, I'm having an issue with this again. So we're going to have to look into this program we're using because this is like the second or third time that I was having issues bringing this up, and I don't know why. So, well, at least you'll be able to hear her sing live. So we'll see what happens. I don't know which song she's going to sing, but I'll ask her to sing one, or if she could sing one of her songs acoustic. Which one are you going to sing?
Which one do you want me to sing?
Well, I mean, I know it's not the full track, but if you want to sing any one of these acoustic, can you do It's Not You, It's Not Me acoustic?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. This is one of her songs that I was going to play, so she's going to play it live.
Yeah. Let me get.
Let me hear you after you tune it. Let me hear you play a couple of strum a couple of things because I might have to change the settings so people can hear you.
All right. That's good?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yep. Go ahead.
So this is It's You, Not Me. Now you, it's me, it's what they always say. Baby, I'm about to change some things. 'Cause I saw you last night, that girl up on your side, and I couldn't just let you get by. You're kissing her on my mind. It's you, not me, yeah, that's what I'll say. Go on and pack your things and get the hell out. It's you, not me, and I'm not afraid to say I'm so done with you now. So go ahead and keep on talking, you're still the one who's walking. Just so glad to say, baby, it's you and not me. You said you loved me, well, I guess that was a lie. Now, boy, seeing right through your games. You said you loved me, and I know that was some time. But, boy, saying, hey, oh, no way. It's you, not me, yeah, that's what I'll say. Go on and pack your things and get the hell out. It's you, not me, now I'm not afraid to say I'm so done with you now. So go ahead and keep on talking, you're still the one who's walking. Just so glad to say, baby, it's you and not me. It's you, not me, yeah, that's what I'll say. Go on and pack your things in, get the hell out. It's you, not me, now I'm not afraid to say I'm so done with you now. So go ahead, keep on talking, you're still the one who's walking. Just so glad to say that you can go ahead and keep on talking, you're still the one who's walking. Just so glad to say, baby, it's you and not me.
Great. Well, it turned out good. Everybody's really enjoyed the live music, so it turned out better that way, I guess. So any reason why you wrote that song?
Horrible guy in Alabama.
Really? It's always a guy, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. I would say man. He's not even a man. He's a boy.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll play the other one later in a little while after I ask you a couple more questions, because it doesn't look like I'm pulling this up anytime soon. Hopefully, maybe when we're done, I'll be able to. I have to do a couple of things at the end of the show, which doesn't look like I'm doing that either. Well, we'll see what happens. But so I'm going to get into a couple other questions now. So how has God helped you in your life and your music career?
Yeah, so since I was young, I've had God in my life for a while. There was honestly times where I just wondered, I'm like, is God still there? Is God listening? Like, there's been a lot going on, unfortunately. When I was younger, me and my mom and my dad was in a really, really bad accident. And we didn't know if my mom was going to live from that accident. And then on top of that, I had crushed my lungs and I wasn't able to sing for well over a year. So I had questions wondering, like, why would God do this? Like, why is this happening? And then, there was things that it was a testimony for me, and a testimony for my family to talk about and be like, we're here still because of God. And God has really helped me through a lot of that. Even, I've had a lot of anxiety, depression growing up, not from my family, but from peers of school and things that just has happened, and music has helped me a lot through that. But honestly, when, I sit back and I pray and I talk to God and I asked him, I was like, hey, help me through this. And I've always been told that, like, you don't ask God for strength because he'll give you strength, but it won't be in a way that you want it to. He'll make, he'll give you strength by giving you trials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's what we all do in life. We all go through trials, and yeah, he allows things to happen, I believe, to bring us closer to him, and with obedience come blessings. So I believe that every one of us in this life, we all suffer from something in this life, and we're all going to lose somebody at times. But one thing that's great that I know you believe this, because that's going to be the next question, but I know you believe this because when we have faith as Christians, we know that then when we do lose someone in our life, that we are going to see them again one day. And that's where I'm leading up to. If you would like to talk about your dad, if it's too hard for you, I understand that. But if you'd like to tell a little bit about him and his story and maybe honor him a little bit, you can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. My dad, he was 24 years in the military, retired veteran, Army. Like I said, it kind of like my music started really was because of him doing the barbecue competitions. Like he was a world championship barbecuer, was on Barbecue Pitmasters with Myron Mixon on Food Network, all that stuff. And that really got my love for barbecue, and then got my love for music, because that's where it kind of all started, was on those stages. And he'd always be like, look, I'll be on this show if you let my daughter sing. So it was kind of like one of those trade-offs,
Yeah.
And he was definitely my biggest supporter, and I feel like he still is. He's watching over me a lot. For everyone that doesn't know, back in October of last year, so a couple months ago, October 2nd, my dad passed away from stage 4 stomach cancer. We didn't know, unfortunately, until honestly a couple weeks before that he had stomach cancer. He was getting sick a month before he passed, but they thought it was a bowel blockage.
Wow.
And when he went to the veteran clinic, they were like, okay, we're going to send you to UAB in Birmingham. We're going to do tests. And then that week before he passed, I went down to Alabama to be there for him with the tests and stuff. And he had lost over 100 pounds. And my dad's a big man. He was like 300 pounds, like straight up.
Wow.
And he lost over 100 pounds in 1 month. And was getting skin and bones, couldn't eat, nothing like that, unfortunately. And when we went down to Birmingham with them to do tests, the doctors had told us that he had maybe 1 or 2 years to live at that time. And then more days into the week with them doing tests and stuff, they said he had a couple months. And then within 4 days before he passed, they said, okay, he has 4 days. And it was not a year or two. It was not a couple months. It ended up being a week and 4 days. And it was very fast. It hit us all fast because we didn't know what was happening. We weren't aware of what was going on. And I prayed so hard, and I was like, God, please, like, this is my dad. He's my biggest supporter, always has been. Like, he was my manager. I called him my dadager. And he always inspired me to do more, and to, music was plan A, B, and C. Like, there wasn't no other plan. Music was top tier, and he would do anything for me. So having that, like, him taken, he would have been 58 years old, February 27th.
That's young.
Yeah. So we celebrated his birthday at the pier near my house here in Nashville. And I let off some balloons and a lantern and stuff like that because he loved to fish and he loved to barbecue. So we went over to this place called Papa Turney's, which is over by Nashville Shores. And we were right there at the Pierway by that barbecue place and stuff like that, and let off a bunch of balloons and stuff for him. But he's definitely, like, I at the hospital at the time, I was really upset, and it was like really hard because I kept asking why. Like, why is this happening? Like, why is he leaving at such a young age? Like, why is he leaving me? I was only 21 at the time. The next month, November, I turned 22. And I was like, why is this happening? Like, he's not going to be able to see me get married. He's not going to be able to see me hit the Opry stage one day. He's not going to be able to see me succeed or have kids or anything. So it was very, very hard to come into terms and be like, okay, this is actually happening. Because still sometimes to this day, I'm like crying in my bed at night, wondering like why. And I ask God why. And I know technically I shouldn't be asking him why. Because I probably will never really get an answer. But I do know also, I had, I had prayed and talked to God, and at his side of his bed, I asked my dad, I said, what do you want? And he's like, I want to go home. He's like, I want to see Jesus. So at that time, I had knelt down to his bed and I was praying to God, and I was like, God, if it's your will, take him if you have to. But, just I don't want him in pain anymore. And unfortunately, like the next morning, I was holding his hand, and he had passed away with his hand in my hand, and he went very peacefully. Thankfully, though, he wasn't hurting, but it's definitely been a struggle, and but I know that he's in heaven with his mom and his dad, and he hopefully, well, I know one day I'm definitely gonna see him again. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, I remember when that happened and you were posting that on Facebook, and I felt so bad for you because I remember I could feel just by what you were posting, I could feel the pain that you were in. And I was praying for you then because I know that that's tough. And just to hear you say that he said he wanted to go home to Jesus, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I
He was
mean,
a very strong believer.
yeah.
He wanted me more than anything. He was like, he said, I want you to believe in God. And so he was a big person into my faith as well.
Well, look what he did for you. I mean, even with the short amount of time he was on this earth, look what he did for you. Everything he did, the influence that he was on your life. So, even though he did live, I mean, I'm around his age. He's older than me, but I understand that's young. And but like you said, you don't have to worry about where he is because you know where he is and you know you're going to see him again. And I guess you just think about everything that he taught you and honor his memory and what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
and playing music out publicly and everything, it always meant something to me. But now I feel like it even means more because now, like, my goal of hitting the Opry, that was me and my dad's goal since I was 7 years old when he took me to the Opry. And now that goal is even meaningful more than it was to start with, because now it's not only just for me, but it was for both of us at that time too. But now it's a lot more because I know when I get to play that Opry, I'm probably going to be in tears because for
yeah.
one, it's my dream, it's my goal, but also it's a big thing for my dad.
Yeah, and he'll be watching down on you and be proud of you when you do that one day. You will. You'll get there. I'm sure you will. And just keep praying on it, and it'll happen for you. I believe. I mean, you have the talent and you have an amazing voice and songwriting, so I can see you being there one
Thank you.
day.
I
You're welcome.
appreciate that.
Have you I do you want to talk about the song that you wrote for him? Because I know you mentioned to me that you wrote a song for him. Because I was just going to ask you, have you written any Christian songs, or do you plan on it?
So I've written a couple different Christian songs before, but then my recent one I wrote was I haven't really figured out if we're gonna name it Heaven Had a Phone Booth or Phone Booth in Heaven. I'm not sure. It's kind of like in the title of work, because like I don't know. It's really gonna whatever feels that rolls off the tongue the best, I guess. But the song, it's I'm very vintage. I love like all the vintage stuff. And me and my cousin was talking actually at my dad's military honors that we had for him. And he was like, "Hey, is there a phone booth in Nashville?" And I was like, "I don't know, but that'd be cool. I want to go see if there's one." So I've been on the search for a phone booth and trying to find one that's working that I can call up my cousin and be like, "Hey, I'm calling you off a phone booth." But I have not found one yet. I need to. So if anyone knows, let me know.
Well, good luck with that, because I don't know if they're around anymore.
I never know. I can find one. But
it's Superman.
But I mean, it kind of started off with that was like the whole phone booth thing, wondering if I could find a phone booth. And then I was like, I wish there was a phone booth to heaven, because, I could call up my dad and I could talk to him and I can ask him, "Hey, I'm having this problem. What do I do? Like, I don't know what to do right now. I need your help. I need your advice. Are you doing okay? How's the weather?" Like, asking him, like, have you got to barbecue? Are you getting to fish finally, since you haven't got to fish in a while? Like, just random things, just to hear his voice, just to tell him I love him. And honestly, just thinking about that, I had made a Facebook post saying that. And then a friend of mine was like, "Girl, that's a song." And I was like, "I've already thought about it, honestly. I just can't put myself to write it." And then I was working at Legends of Country Music Museum here in Nashville. I was doing some touring stuff over there with them. And I was sitting there for a second and I grabbed a piece of paper and just started writing everything that I was feeling down. And I didn't finish it, but I had the idea. And then when I went to the North American Music Awards in Pigeon Forge, I was up for 2 gospel categories and songwriting awards, and I needed another song to sing for the gospel category that I was there for. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to sing. I'm panicking. So literally that same morning, I pulled out this song and I was like, I'm going to finish the song and I'm going to perform it on stage for this competition. So that's exactly what I did. I finished it like an hour before I went on stage. And then I played it in front of everybody, and I barely made it through without crying. But and then after, because my dad was a big part of the North American Awards there. I've been going there since I was 12 years old. So they've known him for a while. And so a lot of them were family now, So I had people, not meaning to, but people in the front row was crying. And then one of my other friends came out and he was like, "Let me just tell you about this girl and her dad was such a big part." And he was crying. And then of course I bawled my eyes out in front of everybody on stage. And it was a very emotional moment for sure. And then I realized, I was like, okay, this is the song. Like, this is what I feel like needs to be written. This is what I wrote. It may not be perfect, but it's me, it's my dad, and it's how I want it. And honestly, like, I've shared it with a couple people now. I posted it some on TikTok and Instagram, and it went pretty good with views, and people seemed, to relate. Even though it's sad, people seem to relate to it. And I hate that, honestly. Like, I wish no one had to relate to that kind of feelings where you're hurt, and it's upsetting to feel that way. But I mean, I'm glad I can relate to people though too.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great story. And I know a lot of people are really touched by that, and how your relationship was with your dad. And but that's great. I mean, never give up, everything you're doing, and he's always going to be with you, through everything in your life. Do you want to play your other song now? You want to play Girlfriend? I know that's one of your award-winning songs, right?
It is. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah, I could definitely play it for you.
Okay.
And then also I will say, once I figure out if we're going to name it Phone Booth in Heaven, or if
let me know.
Booth, I'll let you know. And then, like, that's one of the next songs we're going to be recording, because we're finishing up recording a song called Vintage Love right now.
Mm-hmm.
And once that's done, we're going to go straight into recording the other one, Phone Booth, or whatever we decide to call it. I'm gonna get this thing back into tune though, because it is out of tune a little bit. I played a show with it last night, about a 2-hour show.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to play my song live at the end too, because I planned on playing it and I can't. So I'm probably going to wind up playing it live.
Heck yeah. Hey, live is fun though.
Yeah, I know. It is, and it depends. I mean, sometimes when you sing live, I mean, you came across really great. I want to see how this one sounds, because I have to play with the settings sometimes,
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have problems with like it echoing. But it sounded pretty good to me. See what this one sounds like.
That's what I was worried about, that the echoing and stuff like that would be weird. There we go. I was like, let's make sure it's in tune so it doesn't sound like bad, because I know with the way that the audio and stuff is too, it can pick up high pitches.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So this is Girlfriend. This was written with Carmen Melton Bennett down in Alabama.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself so you can go ahead. You got the stage.
Okay. Girlfriend, don't believe those lies he's been telling you. He's a con man. Now I bet I know what he's been selling you. Let me guess, he says you're soulmates, but sweet, just look at his smug face. He's checking out every blondie in this place. Well, girlfriend, I know what you're going through, so tell me what you're gonna do. 'Cause nothing hurts as bad as the truth coming from the girlfriend before you. Girlfriend, he plays those same little games every time. He's a swindler. He'll take your very last dime. Let me guess, you're paying his rent, 'cause his money's always spent. Well, he's got new threads and you ain't seen no sense. Girlfriend, I know what you're going through, so tell me what you're gonna do. 'Cause nothing hurts as bad as the truth coming from the girlfriend before you. And girlfriends gotta watch out for each other, and no little boys with hurting one another. Yeah, girlfriend, I know what you're going through, so tell me what you're gonna do. 'Cause nothing hurts as bad as the truth. Girlfriend, I know what you're going through, so tell me what you're gonna do. 'Cause nothing hurts as bad as the truth. Nothing hurts as bad as the truth coming from the girlfriend before you. You're on mute.
I'm muted. Can you read you can't read my lips?
No, I was like, wait, she's trying to say that. I was like, you're on mute.
I said I love that. That's another great song. And I know a lot of people like that song.
I will say I am getting kind of over a cold. So also, I probably don't sound the best. But if you listen to it on streaming platforms, I promise you, like, it sounds totally different.
You sound really good with the cold. So
well, thank you.
I won't worry.
I'm like over here, like, trying not to sniffle. And I'm like, ah.
Yeah. You don't have a band, do you? You solo artist? You do?
Yeah, so I actually just got a band put together. Like I had one about 2 years ago. I had a band, and unfortunately my guitarist and my drummer, Adam Cooper and David Lee Balderson, um they unfortunately were in a motorcycle accident together and passed away. So yeah,
I think
it's
I remember you posted that, didn't you?
I did,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, that's really bad. That's sad.
I'm telling you, it's like there's something happening all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. I would like to believe that there's a plan and stay optimistic, but sometimes it's just like, dang, like come on.
And
Um,
sometimes things happen that's out of our control,
I know.
you know?
It was really bad, but that was when that happened, that was actually the very first loss that I have ever like really had. Because my grandfather had passed away when I was younger, but I didn't
Mhm,
really know him that well. Like I was just getting really to know him by the time
mhm.
that he passed away. Um, so I wasn't like really having emotions because I didn't really know. I was so young. Um,
Yeah,
but you know, when my drummer and my guitarist passed away, they were like two of my best friends. So it was very emotional. When I got the call, I literally fell to the floor, like was just crying my eyes out, and I had no idea what was happening, and went through that. Didn't have a band for about 2 years or so now. I will take that back. I did have a band I put together for a music showcase. Um, and we played together maybe twice, maybe two, three times. And then they had different things they had to do. They had certain jobs they were doing. So we couldn't really stay together as a band. And I was planning to move up here to Nashville anyway from Alabama.
yeah,
So I decided that when I come up here, I was just going to find, some more musicians. And April 7th, I've been here a year now. So I've been here a year and a couple days. But I've been coming back and forth to Nashville since I was 7 years old. So it feels like I've been here for 10 years already.
yeah,
Which they say it's a 10-year town. So,
yeah.
but I honestly like we just put the band together like just within the last couple of days now because I had a showcase that we did with Creative Pulse at New Heights Brewery, and we had a full band there, and I was looking for about one more person to put in that band, and I was like, this would be great, and I found some great players, so I've got a band now. So
Right.
we're getting ready to like get back into practicing some more and stuff and get out there to play some more shows. I just had my first full band like showcase the other day, so we're gonna do it. Right now it's solo stuff, but we're kind of like all over. We're like doing solo showcases, all this other stuff. So, and then right now we're Julia Cole, a big artist in music. She's holding a competition, like a contest for people right now to like go on tour with her. So I submitted to that. So who knows? You never know.
Well, good luck with that. And good luck with your band. I hope everything is good and everybody stays healthy.
Thank you.
And I think you're gonna do great. You're young. You got your whole life ahead of you, and it's you're doing so great right now. So, just stay on the right track of what you're doing. Always keep God in your life, and I know you don't have a problem with that. So, that's great. And what do you? We're starting to run out of time. So, just tell everybody real quick where they could find your music, what streaming sites. You have a website?
Yes. So you can find me. Everything's Alice Nelson Music on all social media and streaming platforms. You can find it at Alice Nelson Music. And we just made a new website. So if you go on like Facebook or Instagram, there's a link to that website. I don't want to tell you if it's .net or not because I don't remember. So just go to the links in my bios on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that cool stuff. It's all Alice Nelson Music. So it's super simple to find. I got new music coming out at the end of May. So I'm really excited. It's a song called Vintage Love, and it's more traditional country. So I'm very excited about that project. And then after that, we're depending when we're going to release, the phone booth songs. So I'm excited for that as well. So everyone stay tuned.
Well, if you want to send it to me, sometimes I play songs from artists that were on. So if you want to send it to me, I could play it during one of my shows and just tell everybody this is the new song and then where they can get it.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely send it to you.
Feel free to send it to me. I'm really looking forward to listening to it too. I want to hear it. And especially since it's about your dad, I really want to hear it.
If you go on Facebook and Instagram and you search a little bit, you'll find me in a staircase. I'll be sitting on a staircase in a dress, and I play a little bit of it. I play about 2 minutes of the song. So,
okay.
I can hear just a little bit of it. It's a little snip clip. Before I got told that they were going to arrest me if I didn't be quiet. I'm dead serious. It's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's another time. We'll come on and talk about that one. But I want to thank you so much. It's been so much fun, and good luck. Stay in touch. Good luck with your career, and you got a long life ahead of you. And I really can't wait to see you, hear you at the Grand Ole Opry one day.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you.
Good luck with everything this year, and keep in touch and let me know, everything you're doing.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Have a good night. God bless.
Thank you.
Let me get rid of this. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that show. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but it actually worked out pretty good because she sounded great live. So what I'm going to do is I am going to sing my song live. I just have to check these. I'm going to sing my song live because I have done it before on this podcast. I wanted to play the video for it, but apparently I'm not doing that. And I wanted to play the song. So I'm going to sing my song, Jesus, I Trust in You, live. And this song is my Divine Mercy song. I play this every year. And you can get this on all streaming sites also. Before I go, I cannot show you the dogs this week because I'm having an issue, but it's the same dogs that I had last week. And the two Rottweilers from Open Hands Animal Rescue. You can go on their website and you can see all the dogs that they have for adoption. Follow them on Facebook. O'Hare, Open Hands Animal Rescue on Facebook. They're doing so many wonderful things for the animals around Florida and the area. And next week, I have on Miss Kristen. She is a singer-songwriter and an author, and she has a lot of faith, and she will be on. Then I have piano composer Scott Vanover will be on the 26th. And then I rescheduled a few people for May. 2 people couldn't do it, so I had to move some people around. But I have May full, I have June full, and I have almost all of July full. So if anybody would like to come on my show, I have July 19th available if you want to come on and tell your testimony, do exactly what she did tonight. You don't have to be a singer-songwriter or in the music industry. I like to have people, but you can be an author, you could be in the military, or you just want to tell your testimony and have your own business or a career you'd like to talk about as to how God helped you in your life. But I have 2 slots that I filled. I will talk about that next week's show. I will talk about that. I am going to play this song with the track. So I know I did this for my Easter concert and it sounded pretty good. So I'm going to play this and I'm going to end the show with this song. So this is Jesus, I Trust in You. I walk through this life, I don't know what to do. My mind is lost, searching for truth. I do believe you were there the name up high till you hear it in the sky. Stay with me forever, Lord, forever by my side. Jesus, I trust in you. I know that your love is true. To worship's all I need to do. Lead me, guide me, show me the way to your paradise where I wanna stay. To your paradise where I wanna stay. To your paradise where I wanna stay. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. That was my song, Jesus, I Trust in You. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your week. Excuse me. Have a blessed week, and I will see you right here next week on the 19th at 6 p.m. for Rockin' for God with Lisa Marie Nicole. God bless everyone. Have a good night.